So Celeb Secrets is here hanging out with Sophia Scott. Thank you for joining me.
Of course. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Of course. So, new single coming out February 10th, Sweetheart. What can you tell me about this song?
It is kind of, so basically I have a lot of like breakup songs, and I wanted this one to be kind of like a celebration of like your high school sweetheart, and just instead of looking at your past relationships in a negative way, to sort of celebrate them and say like, wish the person well. And I guess just I wanted to put a song out for Valentine's Day that felt more celebratory of the high school sweetheart kind of situation, first love situation, and instead of the alternative, which I've done a lot in the past.
Do you have a high school sweetheart that the song is dedicated to?
I mean, a couple.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, well, okay, the person that I wrote the song with, we kind of just like, we both kind of compiled like both of our feelings about our high school sweethearts and like put it together. So I guess it's kind of like an ode to all high school sweethearts, I would say.
I just want to say, I feel like you have lived so many lives as an artist. YouTube covers, the Jonas Brothers tour. What has been the most defining moment for you?
Honestly, moving to Nashville has been a very defining moment. I lived in LA, so I'm from Colorado, and then I moved to LA when I was 20 and spent 6.5 years or so. And, I was always a country artist. Doing it in LA was far different than doing it here in Nashville. And I think moving here has completely like expedited the process, because I never really realized how important it was to be here. There's such a community of there's a huge country music community here, and it's I guess it's just so important to like immerse yourself in that culture and be a part of that whole thing. It's like, I don't want to say political, but in a sense, yes. And I think just getting to know all of the people and immersing myself in this whole community has been invaluable.
Absolutely. The energy in Nashville for a country artist is very immersive. And so I can see how that kind of pushed things forward exponentially.
Yeah.
If you could say one thing to that girl filming her first cover,
oh my God, yeah. It's so funny. I was asked this the other day because I used to film my YouTubes and just have the worst like backgrounds, and my mom, to the point where I had like a messy room and was filming it with my messy room in the background. My mom was like mortified. But I guess I would say keep going. And this is, a crazy hard career. And don't take no for an answer. Let the no's be the things that push you, and believe in yourself, I think, is probably my number one thing, because you gotta be your own champion at the end of the day.
I love that. So I guess above all, believe in yourself and clean your room is the big takeaway. Is that the big takeaway?
I since removed that video because I learned a lot. I learned a lot from posting those videos. They got better, but oh my God.
I love that. And so now your distinct genre, grunge. Talk to me about what influences have shaped that very distinct mold.
Yeah, so I call it like grunge or southern pop sometimes too, just because I also do have a lot of soulful influences. Like I grew up listening to a lot of R&B and like powerhouse soul singers like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, and then I listened to TLC, but then I also listened to like Nirvana and Pink and the Beatles and James Taylor and Joni Mitchell. It's just like a mixture of like very country songwriting and soul rock, I guess, as far as like production goes, and also sort of pop too. But I think the thing that I've always been super influenced by is just really great songwriting. And there's obviously been so many people that have helped to shape that. But I try to stay true to like the country lyric of it all, and then let the music kind of speak for itself and be its own sort of lane.
And since we are Celeb Secrets, I'm curious, are there any behind the scenes secrets from creating Sweetheart that we wouldn't know just from listening? The writing process, the recording process?
There is a secret feature on it, which is my friend Adam. You don't really know that he's on it. You can hear his voice like very softly. Okay. But he is also an emerging artist, producer, and you'll hear his voice. It at one point was maybe going to be like a duet, but you'll hear his voice very softly, but people I'm sure will wonder who it is because you can kind of hear his voice in the background.
I love this. So how did that come to be? You guys are good friends? And
we wrote the song together, and I was maybe going to have someone feature on it, and then I just really liked his voice on it, and he didn't want to be an actual feature, so he's kind of like the secret feature, I guess.
I love that, the secret feature. Well, I'm so excited for everyone to hear it. Thank you so much.